to the Season of Self-Love, your daily dose of inspiration and encouragement. I'm your host, Nyomi, and I am thrilled to be here with you today. This podcast is brought to you by Ask Nyomi and Elevate Me Self-Discovery. Are you ready to elevate your mindset and embrace the power of self-love? Well, have you come to the right place? Each day we'll dive into topics that will empower and inspire you on your journey towards self-discovery and personal growth. Whether you're looking to cultivate healthy relationships, boost your confidence, or find balance in your life, this podcast is here to support your every step on the way. We believe that self-love is the foundation of living a fulfilled and joyful life. And together we explore practical tips, insightful interviews, and transformative stories that will leave you feeling inspired and motivated. So join me Monday through Friday as we embark on this daily adventure of self-love. Tune in to the Season of Self-Love podcast to start your day on a positive note and discover the limitless potential within yourself. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Today is Friday, April 5th, 2024, and I want to welcome you all, my beautiful people, here to the Season of Self-Love podcast. I am your host, Nyomi Banks. And remember, the month of April is all about affirmation. And today affirmation is I embrace change and welcome progress in all areas of my life. So today we're going to explore the beauty and the necessity of embracing change and welcoming progress in our lives. And change is the only constant. Change is only the only constant, and it's essential for our personal growth and self-love journey. So I want y'all to repeat after me once again. The affirmation for today is I embrace change and welcome progress in all areas of my life. So what we're going to do right now, we're going to take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to talk more about this affirmation of I embracing change and welcome progress in our areas of life. All right. It's your girl, Goddess Nyomi Banks here on the Season of Self-Love podcast, and we'll be right back.
Washington Wellness Institute focuses on healing always. For me, if I look good, then I feel good. If I feel good, then I share the good. If I share the good, then I celebrate the good. If I celebrate the good, then I live the good. So I can be paid to be my greatest. But I have to learn the good to be the good.
So, what does it take to be the greatest? It's as simple as a free 15-minute consultation. Be kind to yourself and heal always.
Hey, this is Dog Pound Mike from Ask Naomi Bridging the Gap podcast. Come check us out every week. And remember, I'm no relationship expert. I just tell it like I hear it from the kennel. Get back at it.
All right, well, welcome back. It's your girl, Goddess Nyomi Banks here on the Season of Self-Love podcast. And today we're talking about this affirmation. I embrace change and welcome progress in all areas of my life. So let's pause for a 60-second breathing exercise. So I want you to close your eyes and take a deep breath in and hold it for a moment. And then slowly exhale. I want you to feel yourself present in this moment of change into progress. Now, I want you to hold your breath at the top for a moment, embracing the idea of change and progress in your life. Now, I want you to slowly exhale through your mouth, releasing any resistance of fear surrounding the concept of change. Now, I want you to take another deep breath in, and I want you to imagine yourself open and ready to welcome progress into your life. Now I want you to hold this breath briefly, focusing on the positive outcomes that change can bring. Now I want you to exhale slowly, envisioning any doubts or worries about change leaving your body with each breath. Now as you continue to breathe, I want you to affirm to yourself that you are capable of embracing change and welcoming progress with an open heart. Now, when you are ready, I want you to gently open your eyes, feeling grounded, and prepare to face the day with a sense of optimism and resilience. All right, if you are new here to the Season of Self-Love podcast, it's something that we do every Monday through Friday, here to help ground us before we get into the topic of hand. And today we're talking about going deeper into this affirmation to where we can truly create this affirmation to be in our daily lives. It's, I embrace change and welcome progress in all areas of my life. So in our first segment, we want to talk about why embracing change is essential. You see, change can be daunting, but it's the foundation of growth. So let's talk about why it's so important to embrace change. So for instance, when I decided to start this podcast, it was truly a leap into the unknown. But look at where we're now. We're growing together. We're 100+ episodes in. And I believe we all have made such great progress in our lives through growth, through transition, through even loving ourselves. You know, even when I chose to retire from the adult industry and I decided to do several different things. And when I realized that those different things that I was doing, creating, it wasn't for me. Meaning it wasn't for me. It was to find value from someone else for myself, if that makes sense. So like I shared the other day, my biggest reward in anything that I felt happy with is when I was helping others. And I knew that in that moment, my life had to change. I knew for me to feel this certain way every day, that I have to not look at an end. And I'm going to try to make this make sense. That if I was to get this, that there will be an ending goal of it. Like say, for instance, my cosmetic line, a Kiss Cosmetic. You know, for this, it's the money issue. But was it really helping anybody? Was it? Because it makes somebody look pretty? But how about teaching someone how to look pretty without that makeup? How about teaching someone or inspiring and encouraging someone to look within themselves for that beautiful person that they is? Not saying that makeup is wrong, but going deeper. And so me allowing the process to happen for me and to embrace the change. I found something that was better than me. Well, actually, that's bigger than me. And that's what the Season of Self-Love podcast. That's what Ask Nyomi Bridging the Gap podcast. That's what Elevate Me Self-Discovery is. Our souls are not lost, a Papa-like foundation. I understand one of the most important things to me is serving others. My ultimate goal as a little girl was to change the world. And that is what I'm doing. So then people ask, well, how did you overcome the fear of change? See, overcoming the fear of change, it starts with small steps, acknowledging the fear, but don't let it hold you back. And it's also about remembering that every big achievement starts with a decision to try. So a lot of my fear came is when I left the industry. Where is this big money going to come from? And that's why I created all of those businesses. Because, no lie, I was addicted to the money that was coming in. I was addicted to the lifestyle. I remember, was it a year ago? A year ago when I stopped with OnlyFans. The OnlyFans, I was making a nice little penny coming in there. And I remember making a choice if I was going to stop that and focus mainly on this because this podcast, Ask Nyomi, the season of self-love, Elevate Me Self-Discovery, this was giving me something that OnlyFans and any other thing that I was doing, it hadn't given me. This was giving me fulfillment. And so I had to go beyond my fear. Just the other day, I believe it was Wednesday on our 100th episode, Dr. Will did this guided meditation for us, and the word that came to my mind was the word safe. That I finally felt safe within myself to be able to be vulnerable, to be able to embrace my unique self. That's something we talked about the other day. All of these things allowed me to be able to embrace change, to go beyond my fear, because fear doesn't sit with me anymore. Does that make sense? So fear doesn't live here anymore. So it's like, what's your biggest fear? Ask yourself, if I change this today, what is my biggest fear if this change? We have to stop thinking about the worst and think about the best. See, we have to stop limiting ourselves. That's a part of that fear. And sometimes, a lot of times, change is not just for you. Sometimes it's a bigger picture that goes in hand with it. But that is where, all the conversation that we have about overcoming obstacles, overcoming situations. Yeah. All right, we're going to take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to dive a little more deeper into this conversation, all right? It's your girl, Goddess Nyomi Banks, here on this season of Self-Love Podcast, and we'll be right back.
Are you ready to kickstart your journey to a healthier, more fulfilling life? Introducing Good Morning, My Sexy People, 90 Days to Kick Off Your Healing Living Journal by Nyomi Banks. This transformative journal is your personal guide to achieving physical, mental, and emotional well-being. With its easy-to-follow prompts and powerful exercises, you'll embark on a 90-day healing journey like no other. Each morning, as you open the pages of this journal, you'll discover thought-provoking questions, uplifting affirmations, and space to reflect on your progress. It's your secret weapon to breaking free from old patterns and embracing a healthier, sexier you. Say goodbye to self-doubt and hello to self-love. Good Morning, My Sexy People will empower you to make positive changes every single day. You'll develop healthy habits, cultivate gratitude, and unlock your true potential. Whether you're seeking to improve your fitness, boost your confidence, or find inner peace, this journal is your trusted companion. It's the support system you need to stay motivated, focused, and inspired throughout your journey. Don't wait another day to start living your best life. Good Morning, My Sexy People, 90 Days to Kick Off. Your Healing Living Journal by Nyomi Banks is available now on Amazon. Grab your copy today and begin your transformation. Remember, it's time to prioritize yourself, set your intentions, and unleash the sexy, vibrant person within. Get your copy of Good Morning, My Sexy People today, and let the healing begin.
All right, well, welcome back. It's your girl, Goddess Nyomi Banks, here on the Season of Self-Love Podcast. And today, our affirmation is, I embrace change and welcome progress in all areas of my life. And in this segment, we're going to talk about embracing progress in different areas of our lives. You see, progress isn't just about the big achievements. It's also in the small victories. Whether it's in our relationship, our career, health, or personal development, recognizing and celebrating progress is so crucial. I mean, this is something we talked about a little bit on Monday about celebrating the small wins for a big impact. And I want to discuss a few strategies with you all on how tracking progress and how it's important for an aspect of your personal growth and self-love journey. So here are 4 strategies for tracking progress and their role in fostering self-love. Number 1 is journaling. Keeping a journal allows you to reflect on your thoughts, your emotions, and your experiences. So by documenting your progress, accomplishments, and challenges, you can gain a deeper understanding of yourself, and you can track your journey towards self-love. By celebrating those small victories and acknowledging areas of growth in your journal, it can boost your self-esteem and reinforce self-love. And see, I had a lot of little small wins this week. Even though, I just finished a challenge. I just finished a 30-day challenge, Vintage Beauty AI fitness challenge that I challenged myself to lose 30 pounds. Now, let's say this. I'm going to lose the 30 pounds, but the 20 pounds, but I'm just not going to lose those all in 30 days. But what it did for me, it was able to kick off my health journey to more of a healthier lifestyle. Okay. But I didn't get the weight down to the weight to 185 like I wanted to. But what I did was able to do, I was able to get down 3 sizes. I was able to bring in that waist cincher, 3 knots. So for me, that was a win. But also the small win was also that how dedicated and committed that I am to this process. Now, currently, I'm on a 21-day vegan, no meat, no dairy, no sugar challenge, to where every day I'm eating vegetables, fruit, vegan-based meals. And my goal is to not only lose weight, but also to see how I feel. I'd done this years ago. I'd done this many years ago, and I felt wonderful. But also I'm older, and my body has changed, and my hormones have changed, my metabolism has changed, all of those has changed. And so now I'm doing it with this body, with this person, with this mind. You understand? And so for me, that was it allowed me to be able to see where I started from and now where I'm at. So that makes those small wins even more, even more amazing for me. It gives it a bigger impact. All right, the next one is setting smart goals. Setting specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound goals. SMART. It provides you with a clear roadmap for progress. So by setting goals related to self-love, such as practicing self-care, setting boundaries, or challenging negative self-talk, you can track your achievements and see tangible results. So achieving these goals boosts your confidence, reinforce self-love, and motivate you to continue your journey. So even waking up every morning and able to look at yourself in the mirror and say a positive affirmation about yourself. That's a part of that self-talk, that positive self-talk that you can do. If you can start off small and start building, remember the skyscraper, the stairs that I used to talk about? We can still do it now. Number 3, visual progress boards. Creating visual progress boards or vision boards can help you to visualize your goals, your admiration, and your milestones. By visually representing your progress and achievements, you can stay motivated and focus on your self-love journey. So seeing how far you've come in the progress you made, it can instill a sense of pride and self-compassion and love for yourself. Again, the Season of Self-Love podcast. How it started and where it is now. We have a new addition to the show. I'm constantly, allowing the flow of it to change. And it's just get better and better. But I see where it started from. And I see where it's at now. And I'm just excited to where it's going to go. I'm excited to see where it's going to go. And the last one is feedback and self-reflection. So seeking feedback from trusted friends and mentors or your therapist can provide valuable insights into your progress and areas for improvement. Engaging in self-reflection practices such as meditation, mindfulness, or introspection, it allows you to assess your growth, your challenges, and your successes on your self-love journey. So embracing constructive feedback and reflecting on your experience, it fosters self-awareness, self-acceptance, and self-love by helping you to understand that your strengths are area for development. So by implementing these strategies for tracking your progress, you can cultivate a greater sense of self-awareness, growth, and self-love on your journey towards a personal and fulfillment and well-being. Again, incorporating self-love into our journey towards progress means forgiving ourselves for past mistakes and acknowledging our efforts and celebrating every step forward. All right, so let's take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're just going to wrap it all up, all right? It's your girl, Goddess Nyomi here on the Season of Self-Love podcast, and we'll be right back.
Washington Wellness Institute focuses on healing always. For me, if I look good, then I feel good. If I feel good, then I share the good. If I share the good, then I celebrate the good. If I celebrate the good, then I live the good. So I can be paid to be my greatest. But I have to learn the good to be the good.
So, what does it take to be the greatest? It's as simple as a free 15-minute consultation. Be kind to yourself and heal always.
All right, well, welcome back. It's your girl, Goddess Nyomi here on the Season of Self-Love podcast. And today, the affirmation is, I embrace change and welcome progress in all areas of my life. And so in this segment, it's about practical steps to embrace change and welcome progress. Now, let's dive into some practical steps that you can take to embrace change and foster progress. So setting realistic goals is the key. We talked about SMART. Break them down into manageable tasks, and don't forget to celebrate them when you achieve them. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to share with you an example on how to use the SMART, the SMART, the SMART related to self-love and staying motivated and incorporating mindfulness practice, all right? So the goal is, we're going to do this. I will practice self-care for at least 30 minutes every day for the next, let's say, 10 days to improve my overall well-being and cultivate self-love. So now my example of staying motivated is that I will create visual reminder, place sticky notes or affirmation in visible areas to remind myself or yourself of your goals and importance. And then next, and this is things that you do to stay motivated. Reward yourself. Set up a reward system for yourself, such as treating yourself to something you enjoy after completing a week of consistent self-care practice. So like Friday, this past Friday was supposed to be my light day workout. So I have this new, it's called a weighted hula hoop. They're supposed to help with my abs, to have those, nice and tight. So I challenged myself to do a live. I challenged myself to do this. I've laughed because I can't believe that I did it. But with this weighted hula hoop, that I would do it live on TikTok for a whole complete hour. And I did it. But through the process, it was hard. It was really hard. I felt it through every part of my body. But through it, I was talking to myself. I was motivating myself. But at the end, I said, you know what? I know I'm on this diet. I said, but am I able to get through this for a whole hour of doing this weighted hula hoop, that I am going to give myself, I'm going to be able to give myself a glass of wine. And sure enough, I got through that hour. But that was for me, to give me that gift, or that prize for me getting through that goal. All right. And next is track your progress. Keep a journal or use a habit tracking app to monitor yourself self-care activities and celebrate small wins and milestones along the way. And mindfulness. Mindful breathing. Start your self-care routine with a few minutes of deep breathing exercises to center yourself and focus on the present moment. Also, body scan meditation. Practice a body scan meditation to tune into your body's sensations, release tension, and connect with yourself on a deeper level. And last is the gratitude journaling. At the end of each self-care session, write down 3 things that you are grateful for. And see, in this practice can help you to shift your focus to positive aspects of your life and promote self-love. So by combining a Pacific SMART goal, motivational strategies, and mindfulness practices, then you can create a holistic approach to fostering self-love while maintaining motivation, cultivating mindfulness in your daily life. Mindfulness can be a very powerful tool in embracing change, and it helps us to stay present and appreciate our journey. So recognizing that each moment of change is a step towards progress, all right? All right, so now that we're wrapping it up. We are wrapping the show up. All right, so today's episode, I hope that you feel inspired to embrace change and welcome progress in every area of your life. And I want you to remember that change is a path to growth and progress, no matter how small. It is a celebration. I embrace change and I welcome progress in all areas of my life. It's an affirmation for today, and I ask that you repeat it. So again, stay tuned for our next episode where we will continue to explore themes of self-love and personal growth. So till then, keep loving and nurturing yourself on this beautiful journey. And have a good one. Thank you for listening to the Season of Self-Love podcast. And we hope that you enjoyed this fun filled with inspiration, empowerment, and self-discovery. Remember, practicing self-love is a journey and not a destination. For more information and to stay connected with us, visit our website at theseasonofselflovepodcast.com. And if you have any suggestions or questions or feedback, feel free to shoot us an email at seasonofselflove@gmail.com. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Facebook for daily doses of self-love tips, motivation, and community support. So join our Facebook group, The Season of Self-Love, to connect with like-minded individuals on their journey to self-discovery and self-compassion. Thank you again for being a part of our community and dedicating to nurturing self-love and embracing self-worth. So stay tuned for more exciting episodes and guests in the next season. And remember, you are worthy of love, kindness, and all the happiness in the world. So until next time, take care of yourself and spread love wherever you go. See you soon.